Hey girls, it's Gina. So this is video log number, I don't even know for the life of me anymore. But it's been a really long time since I've updated you guys on my life, and it's been changing so much that it is definitely time for me to update you guys. It's funny how my makeup, I started on YouTube with makeup, and somehow I got into telling my whole life story, and now I get more requests asking about my life than makeup, which I actually admire because makeup isn't everything. It's definitely such a great hobby that all of us girls like to enjoy. But yeah, anyway, so right now I am in Manhattan, New York City, and I just moved here December 1st from California. I went from moving from school in Hyde Park, which is upstate New York, to California back in November, and then moved here in December to the city. So you could imagine it's just been wild. I'm not done with school, but I'm on externship right now. So how my school works is you go, because I go to the Culinary Institute of America, which is like the premier culinary school in the U.S. And so how the program works is you go to school for 6 months, and they teach you all the foundations of everything you need to know about, your essentials of everything from cooking a basic stock, starting your mother sauces, basic knife cuts, how to cut this, how to identify a certain vegetable, how you identify a certain fish, a piece of meat, where where a filet mignon comes from on a cow, or all the basics, all of that, how to dress a salad, how to make a vinaigrette, how do you make a salad dressing, how to cook eggs properly, all of your foundations, your basics. And so after the 6 months, I went from learning all those basic skills to going into specific cuisines of classic French, to Asia's kitchen, to the Americas kitchen, and still practicing our basic skills. And then after completing that, after 6 months of that, they send you out on externship. I don't know I forget why they call it externship. I guess it's just because you're leaving from school and then you're coming back to school right afterwards. I don't know, but it's the same thing as an internship. Pretty much, we get to move anywhere in the U.S. or even out of the country if you have a what's it called? Oh, a visa to go out of the country or whatever. But most of the a majority of the students stay in the U.S. and you find a prestigious restaurant to work in for 4 months, where you can practice the skills that you learn in the first 6 months at school. And so, of all the places that I chose the city because the city is where it's at. I mean, you've got so many phenomenal restaurants out here, and the work pace and the amount of competition there is in this city alone is just so enormous. I figure if I'm gonna learn, then I might as well throw myself in the most competitive, area, and then yeah. So anyway, so I work at a restaurant called Union Square Cafe, which is voted #1 favorite restaurant on Zagat. And I started there on December 1st, and I started off on the garde manger station. And garde manger means cold food. So your salads, your appetizers, your cold appetizers like tuna tartare, your raw oysters, stuff like that. So there's two parts to our garde manger station. I started off on the oyster station, where all I got to do was shuck oysters, which is a pain in the butt, by the way. If any of you guys know how to shuck oysters, I'll get an order of 12 oysters coming in, and it takes, when the first time you're learning how to shuck an oyster, it takes like a good like 30 seconds to figure out how to pop it open, and you gotta make sure you don't break the shell, and you gotta make sure there's nothing floating inside the oyster, and you gotta like cleanly like, you know, make sure the oyster can be just drinkable without being attached to the little thing. And then on my station I also made like steak salads and like tuna salad sandwiches, basic things. And then 2 weeks in, I got moved to pasta station, which is on the hot food line. And I was training on there for 3 weeks. And let me tell you, it was one heck of a run. And then now I'm on pastry station, which is so random because I don't know a thing about pastry. And pastry and culinary are like two totally different fields in our industry. So it's like, for me to step in the pastry department, I've been working there now for like a few days, and it's like school all over again. I don't know a single thing. Like, I don't know the vocabulary they use. I don't know like basic things. I can't cook or bake for the diddly life of me. I can cook, you know, because when you cook, you can season things, toss in a little salt, toss in a little sugar, some basil, this and that. If it doesn't taste right, you toss in some more stuff. Baking, though, is a different story. It's like science. You have to like measure it out. You have to know all your like, you know, how many quarts in a gallon, how many cups in a quart, how many teaspoons in a tablespoon, and then times, you know, you got to scale the recipe. It's so complicated, but yeah, I'm on pastry now, and work has been, you know, my first 2 weeks at work was so rough just because I've never actually worked in like such a busy kitchen. Our kitchen is huge. I mean, like our kitchen staff is like made of maybe 50 people, and that's just the kitchen. That's not even like waiters, waitresses, stuff like that. I mean, total employment at a restaurant is probably over 100, maybe 150, something crazy like that. So, um, it was a bit of a shock for me when I first started working there, just because like I know that it's a predominantly male, you know, dominated industry, but like I'm one of three girls that actually work in the, the culinary side of the kitchen. All the everyone in the pastry department is girls, which is only like four other girls, but then like in the culinary side it's just me, one, and then two other ladies. And so the rest of everyone that works there are all guys. So like my first couple weeks there was very overwhelming just because I'm not used to like so much testosterone around me. And it's definitely been humbling, and I've learned so much about endurance and, you know, perseverance. And it's just I've definitely learned to have tougher skin and to not take things personal in the kitchen. I realize like it's definitely not like a, you know, welcoming atmosphere. It's very hostile at times. So I mean, my first couple weeks I was so tired and exhausted and so emotionally like shocked and physically shocked, and I was missing my family back at home. And um you know, like it was my birthday on December 11th, and I was working, and like I came home from work and I was just so sad. Like I couldn't stop crying. Like once I started crying, I couldn't just stop crying because I just missed my mom so much. As corny as that sounds, but you know, I was sad because like I don't really know anybody in the city, and so like I don't expect people to know when my birthday is, obviously. So it's like whatever. And you know, of course, my boyfriend, you know, it was him and I. We had dinner together after I got off of work, but I was just so tired, so exhausted. I didn't actually want to see anybody, but at the same time, I still wanted to like, you know, you still want to be like loved on your birthday. And like, so a few of my friends were supposed to get together, and then like pretty much all of them flaked. So I was just like, forget it. I don't even want to bother with it. So we had dinner, and then I just came home, and I went straight to bed just because I just wasn't in the mood. And then the next morning when I woke up, I had like 5 or 6 voicemails, and like the first voicemail I got was from my mom. She left me like this 10-minute long voicemail. I kid you not. It was like 5:30 in the morning. I was getting ready for work, and I'm sitting on the bed listening to the voicemail, and I'm just sobbing. Like seriously. I just start crying and crying, and my boyfriend's looking at me like, what the heck just happened? Did someone die? And I'm just like crying and crying, and my mom left me this voicemail saying in Korean, like, you know, my baby daughter, I'm so proud of you. And I was thinking about, when I gave birth to you, how difficult our family was in such a hard situation. And she was like saying, it hurts me to know that you're working so hard, but at the same time, I'm so proud that you're out there on your own, and you're choosing to go for your goals and your dreams. And it just really like gave me the amount of like push that I needed. Like for the rest of the day, I was so happy, just because like hearing my mom's voice was just like kind of like a hi ting, like kind of like you can do it kind of thing. And so and then after that, like I got a few random voicemails from people that I haven't talked to in like years, and they were just saying happy birthday, and I was so like shocked, because they were the last people that I expected to say happy birthday to me. So going off on a tangent, anyway. So first couple weeks were rough, and now I'm definitely picking up the pace at work. I understand everything now, and I'm definitely more comfortable, which is why I'm making videos again. I'm so sorry, because one of my viewers left me a comment saying, why have you abandoned us, and just because your partner and all this stuff. But I haven't abandoned you guys. It's just because my life changes at like a rate of, you know, it just changes 24/7, and it's rough. I I get so stressed out because like it's externship, so I only make $8 an hour, and living in the city is pretty dang expensive, so I gotta budget myself. But somehow or another, I'm so blessed because I have this amazing like room that I'm renting. It's the master bedroom on the Lower East Side. Okay, Lower East Side is expensive. I'm telling you guys, so expensive. I somehow found this place at an amazing like deal. Like I live with the sweetest Spanish grandma on earth. She's so cute. She's my only roommate, and she takes care of me, and like rent wise, it's kind of pricey, but it's definitely um, a deal for this neighborhood. Uh, I with my externship pay, I barely pay my rent, so I have my boyfriend who's so supportive of me. Like he takes care of me in every possible way. And then my parents, they're helping me out a little bit when I need the help. But I've been doing pretty good because I haven't been spending any money on unnecessary things. I actually get by with what I have. Like, I haven't bought a single bit of makeup. None. None since, I don't know when, since way back. I seriously don't know the last time I bought something makeup wise. And so I'm proud of myself, and um this experience of living on my own in the city has definitely like taught me so much. Like I've never been so grateful Like, I understand now. I am so grateful to my parents, and like, your daily necessities cost so much money. Like toilet paper and like rice. Oh my god, rice is so expensive. I go grocery shopping on the weekends with Alan, and like we went to the Korean market, right? And like my first time grocery shopping, I was like, all right, I'm all throwing in some rice. I have nothing in my cabinet, so I was like, okay, I need to get kimchi, I need to get rice, I need to get some gochugaru, which is red chili pepper in Korean. I need to get some sesame oil, some soy sauce. So I'm just throwing in all this stuff, basic foods that I have at home in California that I'd never have to worry about. And so I'm throwing in this, throwing in that, and I'm like, I need this. And seriously, not a single thing in my cart was junk food. There were no chips. They were all vegetables, meat, seasonings, no junk food. And I was all proud of myself. I was like, okay. No junk food. This is all necessity, like stuff that I need to like cook at home so that I don't go out to eat. My groceries came out to $150. $150! That's like a big chunk of my paycheck. And then to top that off, my rice cooker was $105. $105! It's a good, rice cooker. It's a Tiger Japanese rice cooker. But I never knew that rice cookers cost $100. So I almost cried when I bought it. But looking back on it, it's such a good investment because I can't live without rice. But like, golly, I'm like scrounging nickels and pennies to like survive, and like I give all of you guys props who live out on your own and can afford. Like seriously, like when I buy anything now, I think, okay, is it worth 3 hours of work? No. So then I walk away. I'll pick up like a tub of ice cream. I'll look at it. I'll be like, is it really worth, 45 minutes of work? And then like, I'll put it down, walk away. Oh. Oh. So like, for all of you younger kids, stay home as long as you can stay home. And I'm talking long. As long as your parents will support you, stay home. Because now, like, I understand why everyone tells me that's older than me. They always say, oh, don't try to move out. You don't need to move out. Stay home. Like, save money. Now I understand. Seriously, stay home, save money. Because that toilet paper, it costs a lot of money. Or like soap or dishwashing soap or detergent, all of that. Oh, it's so expensive. Okay, so anyway, besides that, a lot of questions I've gotten is like, have I lost any weight? No, I haven't lost any weight. I actually gained weight. And it probably doesn't look like it because my hair has grown ridiculously long. Like it's really, really long now. And so it covers my cheeks. So you can see I still have chunky cheeks. But long hair covers your chunky cheeks, so it makes you look pretty skinny. I still got some flabs all over me. But it's okay. It's okay because I can't concentrate on that right now. I have work at 6 in the morning, and I have to survive on my $8 hour pay, and yeah. The funny thing is though, is like at work, my chef watched a few of my videos, and like, I don't know, it's just kind of funny. Like the other day, when I went to a Korean market, one girl, she came up to me, she's like, are you jinahchae? And I was like, oh, are you serious? It was pretty wild. But what else? What are some funny things that have happened? I don't really know. But I think that's it for now. I mean, I'll have a lot more to update you guys with as I go, but it's just been such a long time that I don't remember everything that's happened. And but I just want to say thank you to all of you guys who have still and are still keeping up with me, even though I've kept you guys out, um, MIA, and yeah, I've been MIA, but I love you all dearly, and thank you for all your encouragements, all the love that you guys give me. I'll definitely be updating you guys more, so check out my blog. I just updated it with some pictures, and if you guys have any requests, let me know. And I guess I'll talk to you ladies later. Sorry for the 20-minute video. I know I talk so much. Okay, bye.